Algebra 2, Lesson 27, we are going to be discussing rational expressions. In other words, we're going to be talking about different factors, okay? Both of these here being factors that are ratios but are kind of unknown ratios. We don't know what really x is equal to, but we can solve for at least the expression. We're not going to solve for x in these, but we are going to solve for the expression. So let's begin and look at what needs to be done in order to solve for this problem. Okay, first of all, we are going to get what's called a common denominator. And in this fraction, we have an x and we have an x plus a. Both of these are different, and because we can't get a common denominator, we are going to actually multiply the denominator and call that our common denominator. Okay, so when you start these problems, however many expressions you have, we have 2 here, so we're going to have 2 here, we are going to put in this common denominator on the bottom of both. Okay, alright, now the next challenge is to multiply this top expression on both sides by that full common denominator. And you'll notice what cancels out. The x's cancel out here, so we're left with 4 times xa. And that's exactly what we're going to come up with. So we're going to put 4 times x plus a. And then on this one, we're going to multiply by x and then x plus a. And because on the denominator here, those are canceled, we would just say simply 6 times x. Okay, so what happens now? Well, our next course of action is going to be distributing. So we're going to work with this term right here. So it's going to end up being 4x plus 4a over x times x plus a plus 6x over x plus a. Now, we notice that there are some similar terms here. This is similar to this. Because we now have a common denominator, we can combine both of those, and you have to be careful because you have to only use the same monomial, okay, or rational expression here, in order to combine. So we can't combine a 4a with anything because there is no 4a anything on this side. So we're going to say 6x plus 4x is 10x plus 4a all over our common denominator. Okay? These problems are actually really simple, but it's about trying to figure out what your common denominator is. Alright, let's look at another one. This one's a little more complicated. 27.2 x plus 2 over x plus 4, and then that expression is added to 6, and then that is added to 2 over x squared. Okay, first things first, I noticed that there are 1, 2, 3 expressions, so I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to put in all of my symbols, okay, which are right here. And with this expression, the 6, I'm going to put this on top in the numerator. Okay, so I'm going to say x plus 2, and then we notice that it's 2 here. Now, denominators. Here is the trick. Okay, we have x plus 4 and x squared. So what is that going to give us as far as a common denominator? We said common denominators have to be multiplied. So our common denominator is going to be x squared times x plus 4 for each one of these. Okay, and when you put that in, you are guaranteed to be able to cancel the exact way that you're supposed to. Alright, so now what we're going to do is multiply the numerators by the common denominator all the way. Now I'm going to teach you something here that's maybe not quite advisable, but just to give you a little bit of a shortcut. All right, you notice that on the denominator of the first one, it's x plus 4, okay? Well, you already know that's going to cancel out, so what you're going to do is you're going to multiply what isn't there. So you're going to multiply this expression here, okay? In the original one, x squared was not part of this denominator, so we're going to multiply that one. For 6, notice there is no denominator, so it's going to be multiplied by the full thing. So we're going to do that. We're going to multiply x squared times x plus 4. And then 2, we're going to do the opposite of what's here. So it's going to be just times x plus 4. Okay, you see what I did? All right, so we know that the full expression is going to be, or the common denominator is going to be there. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to multiply those numerators and see what happens. Okay, so x squared times x plus 2 plus, and then for this one we're going to say x squared times x plus 4, and then we're going to multiply that by 6 plus 2 times x plus 4. Okay, let's put these out to an expression now. Okay, x times x is x cubed plus 2x squared. Okay, so I distributed here and here, plus this one's a little bit tricky. We're going to have to do this one first and then multiply it by 6. So we're going to end up with x cubed plus 4x, and then we're going to multiply that by 6, so it's going to be 6x cubed plus 24x, right? Does that make sense? Okay, so then this next one is plus 2x plus 8, right? Because 2x and then here. Now we're going to add up all the x cubes. There's an x cubed, there's an x cubed. What do we have total in our x cubed? We have 7x cubed. That takes care of those, and they're all positives here. Let's go after the x squareds now. Okay, well, we just have one because this one multiplied out to something different, right? So plus 2x squared takes care of that one. Now we're left with just the x's, which is plus 26x, takes care of those, plus 8, and what is that all over? That's all over our common denominator of x squared x plus 4. And that's our answer. Okay, pretty complicated, but if you get the steps, 1, step 2, write it out. Step 3, work it out. You'll get your answer. Okay? So, all of these are the exact same way. If you have questions on these, please ask, and I will be more than happy to help you.